welcome to Unity in the Seven Hills. Thank you for being here this morning. Whether you're in person or you're out there online, thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are in the right place. We're going to start by singing along. Let's get to our feet and sing along. And I hope you are ready this morning to join us and be enthusiastic. Come on, get ready. I'm so glad that you're here today. Come on, get ready. Let's give thanks in our special way. Come on, get ready. Let's take a time to celebrate. Come on, get ready. Finding our way to elevate. Feel the power. Know the truth. Look on the inside and step into you. Come on, get ready. I'm so glad that you're here today. Come on, get ready. Let's give thanks in our special way. Come on, get ready. Let's take a time to celebrate. Come on, get ready. Finding our way to elevate. Feel the power. Feel the power, buddy. Know the truth. Look on the inside and step into you. Come on, get ready. I'm so glad that you're here today. Come on, get ready. Let's give thanks in a special way. Come on, get ready. Let's take a time to celebrate. Come on, get ready. Finding our way to elevate. Feel the power. Know the truth. Look on the inside and step into you. Come on, come on, come on, come on and get ready. Come on, come on, come on, come on and get ready. Come on, come on, come on, come on and get ready. Come on, come on, come on, come on and get ready. Come on and get ready. Woo. Thanks for joining us this morning. You are in the right place, and I hope you are ready now.
Good morning. Today, I'd like to share a prayer for oneness. We rest in you, divine spirit of life. We place in you our entire beings, and we allow you to support all that we are. We rest in you, divine spirit of life, and give you all our fears, doubts, hopes, joys, pains, anger, love, and hate. We allow you to take in all that we are. And as we give all that we are, we find a place of truth, stillness, eternalness, where you and I are one. We breathe in deeply, deeply down, up. All that we are, as we stand with our toes at the edge of the universe in oneness, and all that we are expands until forever. Thank you.
Good morning. Okay, let's affirm our abundance. You understand? Yeah, why not? Yeah, unity in the seven hills is abundantly blessed. Creative people are drawn to us. Divine ideas flow through us. Financial resources bless us, and we accomplish many works together. Our mission statement: Unity in the Seven Hills is a vibrant, inclusive community that inspires individual spiritual growth through education, prayer, heart connection, and sacred service. Then we have a vision statement. Centered in spirit, we see a world transformed by divine love, where innovative solutions are met and all needs are met.
So while you're standing, let's sing our next song. It's interesting that in that prayer that you just gave, Suzanne, the word stand came up, and that's the name of this song. It's originally a Karen Drucker song called Stand. I added some Let Freedom Rings, and you'll hear that as we go through. All right. I'm going to start off with a little introduction. This is actually from her song, but nobody ever sings it, so... For years I would talk about how I wanted to change the world, but I always left it up for someone else to do. Then I finally realized I needed to take a stand, and that by changing my thinking I could change my life. And that's how I could change the world. Here we go, everybody. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let freedom ring from every bell around this land. Let every voice be lifted, every woman, every man. Let us turn our hearts to joy. Walk together hand in hand. Raise each other up, it's time to take a stand. Now we're going to raise up. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let freedom ring from every bell around this land. Let every voice be lifted, every woman, every man. Let us turn our hearts to joy. Walk together hand in hand. Raise each other up, it's time to take a stand. Raise each other up, it's time to take a stand. So the unity principle of the week this week is, it is not enough to understand spiritual teachings. We must live the truth we know. Let's act together and say that together. It is not enough to understand spiritual teachings. We must live the truth we know. And give the, oh, there they are. Buried deep in the music. Announcements. Announcements, hey. Okay, join us after service for coffee time and community. It's a great way for us to be there for one another and build community. That's it. That's all. Isn't it, though? This week we are having potluck. Namaste Cafe open mic is coming up quickly. Next week on Thursday the 18th, we will gather again downstairs to read poems, sing songs, enjoy a warm cup of coffee together. And it is a lovely time, actually. And if you want to get out some of your songs or your poetry, it's a perfect place because there's not, or karaoke, we can put some tracks together for you. It is the perfect place because it's not judgmental at all. I was not very judgmental. It's not judgmental at all. It is the perfect place. The following night, which is Friday the 19th, will be our full Beaver Moon in Taurus gathering, a full week with a full moon. Our little food pantry must be fed, canned goods, cereal, snacks. Each donation is one step towards helping our neighborhoods become more food secure. So let's step up and fill up that food pantry. Flower Power Fundraising has released their holiday selection. Get your orders in now for all the plant lovers in your life. Remember, 50% of what is spent will come back to you, U7H. So. So we just received a check for $218 from Flower Power. That's amazing. So keep on ordering, and we'll keep on receiving through the flowers as well. So join us on Zoom at 7 p.m. tonight as we discuss today's message and share insights and viewpoints. Will we have Dale Allen Hoffman, do you know? We don't know that yet. But I'm sure we'll have some stuff to talk about because he's a pretty interesting chap. The Festival of Light is November the 20th to the 21st, and we will have a table up. So we need one more person to fill a shift for Saturday the 20th. If you want to come check out the festival, it is $5 for one day, $8 for both. This year's Festival of Light is dedicated in part to our own late Jolly Stickley. I may have to sing my song. For those who give through PayPal, make sure that you send us sending to a friend. I know that from my own lessons. We don't like the fees and the charges, so if you do it, send to a friend, and we'll get everything you meant to send us. We are looking to do our community dinner for Thanksgiving. Would you like to be involved? Please sign the sheet as it comes around if you plan to attend. We will have the dinner if we get at least 10 people committed to come. The Unity Community Directory still needs your picture. So if you haven't had your picture yet and you are here in person and you want to be included, make sure to contact us directly after the service. And if you're not in person, contact the office. And we'll arrange a time and schedule something for you. Thank you to everyone who participated this week. When we come together in sacred service to one another and our community, we are doing our part as creators to build a loving world. Now, we have the special time of month. Those of you who have birthdays in November, come on forward, come on down. Woo, come on down.
By the way, I apologize the announcements weren't funny or pretty simple, but I wrote them all as poetry last week, so I was taking a break this week.
Yeah. So, that was very plain. It was nice in some ways. No tongue twisters. So thank you for singing and joining. Let's stand get to our feet, and we'll sing to everybody who has birthdays in November, here and out there. So happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, we love you. Happy birthday to you. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, Bonnie, come
we-
on forward.
Yeah, we actually have something special happening today. Bonnie's going to take us through that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
During this, our COVID and post-COVID, we've been really blessed to have taken on new members. And we, unfortunately, we have the two newest members from 2020, which were Laura Johnson and Kevin Johnson. And so they're not here today. But our newest member is Brittany Janey, and we are just so happy to welcome her. She's official now.
Some- there you go.
Unity saves me in more ways than one. I love you guys.
Yeah. Oh, right. And today we are starting our renewal membership renewal. We have in our bylaws, it says we do this annually. We are looking at possibilities to change that and not do that. But that means a bylaw change. So for this year, we still have to do it. So in the back, I have renewal forms, or you can send an email. We'll put it in the newsletter, and you can send an email in to let us know if you would like to renew your membership. It costs nothing, but the benefits are so fun. You get to vote. That's it. So thank you.
So we are going to bless our youth together. Together. You are a perfect child of God, and God and I love you just the way you are and wherever you are. Let's stand and sing. Let's change it to big. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light, this big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Our lights are not little. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Woo! So we're going to change that word. It's not going to be big. I can't remember what it was, but it's not going to be little either. Because it's not little.
Okay, we have daily words. You want to do the daily word? Okay.
The daily word for today is divine order. Now, how perfect is that for this crazy world? With the pandemic, with the elections, with the weather, isn't it reassuring to know there is divine order? I live in harmony with divine order. Life is in constant motion, even if that motion is imperceptible to me. When I feel stuck in place or impatient with my progress, I consider the gradual yet orderly pattern of the seasons as they change. The single golden leaf I notice one day will become part of a blaze of color just a few weeks later. The brisk cold in the morning air soon will lead to biting cold and snow. Yes?
Not too much.
The first tender seedlings of spring will bring bright blooms and verdant canopy,
followed by the long, sultry days of summer. Little by little, one season turns into the next. My growth and understanding may happen in much the same way. Even if I don't notice changes day by day, my life is always in motion and in order. James 2:22. You see that faith was active along with his works, and faith was brought to completion by the works.
No special reading. No special reading today. So,
Let's do our special praise, though. We do have special praise.
okay.
And this is a Daniel Namod classic song that's been heard around this world and felt wherever it's sung. One power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, have different clothing, different colors, different names. But different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. And we'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Oh, call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem or Heaven's Door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of love in you and me. One power, one power, one power is what we are. One power, one power, one power. It's the moment of creation, it's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness, it's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration, the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations, it's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleeping. of love that lives forever in you and me. It's the power of love in you and me. One power, one power, one power.
Dale Allen Hoffman is an ancient Aramaic wisdom keeper and mystic, sharing an intimate, experiential understanding of long misunderstood ancient secrets and healing modalities. Dale is the only soul on earth sharing a living, breathing vision of the original Aramaic Yeshua and Mary Magdalene energetic alchemy wisdom from the biblical, Gnostic, and mystery school philosophies as one pure revelation. And I have to say, I'm super excited today for Dale. I've been watching him on YouTube for a while, and coming from kind of a Jewish background and getting into Jewish mysticism and stuff, I loved how that opened up my world. And seeing someone bring that into Christian thought, into New Testament thinking, was very mind-opening. So without further ado, we'll hand it over to Dale Allen Hoffman.
Hello, beautiful beings of light. My name is Dale Allen Hoffman. I'm an ancient Aramaic wisdom keeper. I'm so sorry I can't be with you in Lynchburg today at Unity in the Seven Hills. It's been an interesting week for me, couple weeks. Our daughter, our 10-year-old, has been diagnosed with COVID, and she's fine. I'm filming this on Thursday. You'll see this on Sunday. She's got the dry cough, the loss of some of her senses, things of that nature. She feels icky all over, but otherwise she's doing pretty good. She's quarantined. We're all quarantined, actually. Her even more quarantined than we are. Within the last couple days, my tooth fell out, which, when you look into deep dream interpretations, what that tells you is essentially there's more to your story that you need to express to sort of turn the volume up. And I'm a guy who's known for the past 30-some years for having my volume pretty full on. So the thought of making it a little higher is an interesting thing for me. But there are certain things I haven't talked about too much in these ancient Aramaic philosophies, going deeper into revelation and unveiling and apocalypsis. That's a Koine Greek word, but all these things that are going on that people are starting to feel. And, I have been ruminating the last couple of days, how can I start addressing these more in an uplifting manner? And of course, I was supposed to be positive my whole life, right? But all of a sudden, when it comes to COVID, I had to be negative. So all of a sudden, everybody's telling me, no, you want to be negative, not positive. And it's like, I've been trying to be positive my whole life. So kind of funny. So my little missing tooth here will probably make things, I think, maybe a little more cozy for you. I look so human, which I love. And I'd like to offer you, to begin here with our time together, I'd like to offer you the ancient Aramaic prayer of Yeshua, of Jesus, okay? This is what's known as the Lord's Prayer. For Catholics, this would be the Our Father. So the way we're going to move into this to open up this time that we have together, speaking about prayer, of course, is I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, get a good balanced position wherever you are. We're going to take 3 deep cleansing breaths in through the nose. Hold that in the temple just a few moments, and then out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Hold that just a few moments. Breathe a little more in. Hold that in the temple. Out through the mouth. One more. In through the nose. Breathe in a little more. Hold that in the temple. Hold it. Hold it. And full release. Exhale. Vashmeya Nitkadash Mo Tete Malkutak Nehwetz Viana Kaikana Vashmeya Abbehorea Hablan Lachmadusun Kananyomana Washbuklan Chaubain Tahin Ikanadapwanan Shwakan Lakayabain Hoila Tachlan Linesiune Ilapatsan Minbisha Metul Didalaki Malkutak Wahila Wateshpukta La Ilam Almin Be aware of the rise and the fall. Our one absolute eternal being, of which we are born forth through the realm of the all and the only. I am empty. Within the ecstasy of your presence and the purity of the vibration of the one divine name. Empower my expansion through your emergence from the unseen realms, as I realize our life and will as one, on the manifest earth as in the unmanifest divine realms. Provide the nourishment of clear insight and realization through me now and in each present moment. Release the echoes of my hidden past as I cancel all of my concerns with others. Do not let me lose my true self in forgetfulness, but wholly release me from the errors of my perceptions. For the undivided holiness is the absolute, the all, and the only, and our deep, intimate realization of the gratitude and grace of shining universal magnificence. From cosmic gathering to cosmic gathering, age to age, from aeon to aeon, Le'elam Alamin, from moment to moment, forever and ever, from now to now. May these pure intentions be the rooted, fertile earth center from which all my actions flow. And so it is. How are y'all feeling? It's nice, isn't it? What does prayer even mean? Funny that so many people focus on the words of Yeshua's Lord's Prayer, when right before he said it, he said in Aramaic, Hakana Hakil Talau Antun, which means essentially, therefore or so, pray like this. He doesn't say pray these words. He says like this. And I'm pretty sure he probably didn't go, Ablun, Debashmaya, Nitkarashmak. He probably didn't do anything like that. And I'm sure he didn't say, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It was a shock to me when I hadn't thought about it before until I was in my teens. And then again in my early 20s when someone said, wait, Jesus didn't speak English. And I went, What? I never thought about that. Is that important? Yeah, that's important. Especially when you come to realize that we are literally conscious beings of nested frequency. Literally. So that word salau in that phrase of Hakana Hakil salau antun, the word is sluta is the root there. It's slew. Sluta means literally to set a trap for God. Wow. We can thank Dr. George Lamzad, my dear friend and mentor, Dr. Rocco Errico, for really getting that out here in the West. What does it mean to set a trap? Well, you can think in snare. Bear trap's probably not such a romantic thing. Maybe not that one as much, but more like a web. Almost like you're setting up a web that entangles. There's an entangling there. You could say like a TV antenna or radio antenna. And of course, the shape of the antenna is going to pick up different frequencies. Also, the way it's turned is going to pick up different frequency patterns. It's going to pick up different stations in different places. Another way to look at it would be like changing the channel on the television. And that sounds so simple, but if you don't like the way your life looks, just change the channel. And it sounds simple, and really in its essence, it is simple, but it's not easy because it brings in all those gravitational forces of another one of my mentors, Stuart Wilde, when I was in my teens. He had called the grossness of matter of the manifest universe. But when you're looking at it, you're looking at the manifest universe, you're looking at what seems real to you, but physicality, which I would add is not real. What starts happening is you go, wait a second here. When you start to wake up, I'll give you from Paramahansa Yogananda. And he talked about transferring the sense of identity from the pseudo-soul, or ego. Ego is a Koine Greek word, ego. Ego, back to the true inherent nature of our divinity. To become what he said was the ever-joyous witness of a stupendous cosmic drama. To wake up to the realization that you're in a movie theater, you're dreaming, you're a character in the dream. I'm talking to I right now, you are with you. All of this seeming manifestation of all these different points of existence are really, I don't even want to call it an illusion, but they're not what's real. What's real is what's watching. That which sees through you. In the words of St. Francis of Assisi, what you're looking for is what is looking. Breathe that in. What you're looking for is what is seeing through you, what is looking. Now, these ideas that we have of prayer, we think the words are prayers, or we use affirmations the wrong way today. It's some byproduct of the new age where we use affirmations to convince ourselves of something we don't believe. When what that's actually doing is it's focusing on 2% of your iceberg, when 98, doesn't matter what your 2% says. When you're focusing on 2%, which is your spoken words, what's resonating is everything that's in alignment with that. So that means, if, as an example, if you say to me, I'm manifesting a car, first of all, 98% of your being, if it says, well, it doesn't work that way, it's not that easy, and we're trying to convince ourselves with these affirmations, what happens is you don't get what you want. You get who you are. You only get, and we'll come back to this, what's obvious to you. So if your words are saying one thing, but 98% of your being is the predominant frequency that is feeling the other, it doesn't matter what your words say. However, when we can grow up essentially spiritually and start using affirmations as a catalyst for bringing the light into the darkness, for bringing the light into that feminine nature of our being, the unconscious, the subconscious, etc., and bringing that up into the light, that's the true healing. That's the true manifestation. So if you tell me, as an example, you are manifesting a car or you're attracting a car, I'd say also be careful of the words of using the word attract. Because if you tell me you're attracting something, what is obvious to you? And why do I keep saying obvious? Well, what's that word manifest? It comes from the Latin manus festus, which means literally as obvious as my own hand. Manifest literally means obvious. So regardless of your words, regardless of your prayers, regardless of your affirmations, what I'm saying is, how do you really feel? If you tell me you're manifesting a car or you're attracting a car, what is actually obvious in that statement? I don't have a car. Okay, now take a breath. Maybe you never thought of that before. People say to me a lot, why was it or how was it that Yeshua was able to cast out demons? I'm like, because he didn't believe in them. He didn't buy them. Well, then why would he spit in the ground and, put that in the man's eye sockets who was deaf blind? And it's like he was doing that basically for the pomp or basically the appearance of the people that he was healing, to hopefully that they would put more of an openness into the situation. And that's a whole different talk entirely. But what I'm saying is, your prayer isn't the words you're using. It never is. It's how you truly feel about the words. It's how you truly feel behind whatever it is that you think you're projecting out. Thoughts do not create. Okay, that's insane, Dale. We've been learning for decades that thoughts create. No. Thought is the crystallization of how you feel. Feeling is the sensation of pure frequency. So what exactly am I saying when I mean feeling is the sensation of pure frequency? I'm saying your awareness of that's feeling. I'm not confusing that with emotions. Just your awareness of that, your awareness of the rise and fall of your breath, the movement of air on your skin. And then when we spend a little bit of what we call time with that, we start forming opinions of this is good or this is bad. I like it, I don't like it. And from that, your thoughts come. But prior to your thoughts are that crystallization of feeling. Two people can be in the presence of a drum, and one will like it and one will hate it. I've hit toning bowls in groups and had people scream and run out. So kind of a funny thing there. We can go deeper into that when I come to visit. What were you really saying? So we don't become what we think about? No, your character in the dream becomes what you're feeling. And your thoughts are, of course, just a more tangible way of looking at that. But prior to the thoughts that you have, you first had a feeling, again, a sensation. And from that sensation, that crystallizes when we focus on it into what we think of as a thought. Now, what I'm saying is the words that you throw out there, those are a projection of what you're really feeling, whether they're congruent or incongruent with what you're feeling. So let's go a little deeper into this. I'm going to read this from my book, Echoes of an Ancient Dream. And this is actually from a book called 5 Steps to Freedom from Reverend Dr. John Waterhouse, one of my dearest mentors, dear friend. He was the world leader of Centers for Spiritual Living worldwide for quite a while. But he's also a minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living in Asheville. And this is from his book, 5 Steps to Freedom. It's all about prayer. It says, God is not an observer in our lives. God is the consciousness of our lives. As we begin to more fully comprehend the constant and abiding presence of Divine Spirit, we will find ourselves entertaining the notion that our every utterance, our every thought, and absolutely everything we express into life is a calling out to God. Every time we curse, we are praying. Every time we are angry, we are praying. Every time someone tells a joke or laughs or lies or cries, what is happening is prayer. Our judgments are prayers. Our fears and phobias are prayers. Spirit is present in the midst of it all. Everything we think, say, and do is a prayer, and every bit of it is having a direct and significant effect on our lives. So this brings me again back to, what are you really feeling? What are your real thoughts in relation to the things that you pray for? If you're sending out a message that you're praying for someone's disease to go away, you're praying for health, and it's a beckoning that you're praying like that. And let's think child. My little 10-year-old was just tested positive for COVID. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. But if I had spent my time praying for her to heal or to get through this, what is my obvious affirmation in that? What is my prayer? My prayer is, oh, she's in disease. So what am I actually praying for? Disease. Yet when I start with the end in mind, so to speak, think of Ernest Holmes, think of course, the Fillmores with Unity, Charles and Myrtle, seeing that healthy state of being, seeing them as exactly as pure as they are, the authenticity of their being, the witness, not the character locked in the movie, so to speak. And I'm going to start bringing this together with that realization that, what was this called? The temple, right? You know what that word is in Aramaic? It's haikla or haikla. And what that means, the chaya, the root of that is, Yeshua said, I come to give you chaya and give it abundantly. I come to give you what? Life. What that literally means is conscious life energy. Haikla means basically an embodiment or a gathering of conscious life energy. When you realize that I am life itself, then you start to realize that the mamuna, the materiality, which is the movie that you're watching, not necessarily the money in your hand, as the church has kind of been putting it out there. Although I have to give kudos to Les Brown. I think he was quoting someone else. He was like, everybody says money's the root of all evil, but they all want to find out for themselves. Funny, but when we start looking deeper at that and we start realizing that, wait a second here, am I locked in the dream? Am I locked in the movie? Am I buying that? Am I trying to change things in there? And it's like, you can change things in there. That's part of being conscious. But what's most important is to realize that you're not the movie projecting on the screen. You're also not the film strip in your projector, which is what you think and or even feel. Who you are is the light in the projector. You're what's watching. You're the who behind the who, the I behind the I. And when you come from that essence, the film strip essentially becomes clean rather than through a lens darkly. And you start experiencing more light in your life. And you start saying, okay, if I'm thinking, if I have this fear of my beautiful little Shemaiah, which is the word heaven in Aramaic and the word for sky, if I start thinking of her needing to be healed, then what I'm affirming is disease. But when I see her as exuberant and brilliant and radiant in shining health, that's the real prayer. That I can be able to go into that place of prayer empty. And I want to leave you with that openness, that emptiness, with a quote from one of my most amazing favorite books of all time, my most quoted book ever. And it has a lot to do with the realization that not necessarily what you're thinking, but how you truly feel is what creates your life. And if you really want to get prayer on the deepest level, you want to tune into that God frequency, you will have so much more profound of an experience if you can let go of your thoughts and feeling and just enter in the words of Khalil Gibran, invisible. To be open, rather than beckoning for something, to actually allow the higher and highest intelligence of the cosmic vibration to live through you. So this is from the Prophet, my most quoted book when someone's born, dies, marriage, etc., even more than the Bible. This is the section on prayer. And Gibran says, what is prayer but the expansion of yourself into the living ether? And if it is for your comfort to pour your darkness into space, it is also your delight to pour forth the dawning of your heart. When you pray, you rise to meet in the air those who are praying at that very hour, and whom, save in prayer, you may not meet. Therefore, let your visit to that temple invisible be for naught but ecstasy and sweet communion. I cannot teach you how to pray in words. God listens not to your words, save when he himself utters them through your lips. What does that mean? That's when you are open. That is when your temple is not necessarily just sending out all the signals of your fears, your phobias, your indoctrination, your conditioning, but rather that you are literally a transmission and reception being of the cosmic vibration, of the universal intelligence. That is what true prayer really means. My life is my prayer. I love you all so much. I look forward to seeing you in March. We will have this beautiful being that's back here behind me lighting up in the corner, Paradigm, with us, which the volume's not even on. You just get to see the lights changing. I love you all so dearly. I'll see you soon in a few months. I'm sorry that I'm not there, but obviously it's a pretty big reason that I'm not there. And with this, I leave you with a beautiful word that I put at the end of the prayer. Amen. And so it is.
So as we breathe into that message, let's go into meditation. And we will be singing There Is Only Love. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when it seems I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. When I forgive myself, I know that I am free, letting doubt and fear fall away from me. I open and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
Okay. So are we going into a prosperity moment?
No, let's do our meditation.
I don't have it ready. Who's doing it?
Let me.
Our prayer chaplain's going to do it. Thank you.
As we take a moment to center ourselves, as we breathe in slowly and breathe out, as we breathe in and as we breathe out. Instead of asking what it is we need to know, let's ask if what we need to receive now is self-love. Open your own light and gentle vibration of divine self-love. Allow it to pour gently in through the pores of your body. Allow this self-love to move through your body, seeking out the gray, flat cells of dis-ease, and allow this soft and gentle energy to heal and transform them into vibrant, glowing health and energy. Now feel your body float up further into this level of self-love. Now allow this energy of self-love to soften the sharp, hard edges of self-judgment and expectation. As you soften and feel yourself melting into this energy of self-love, let yourself feel how safe and familiar it feels. Soul familiar. Self-love is your soul's divine birthright. Allow it, own it, be it. Your self-love energy is strong and true. So feel it expanding out to the edges of your energy field. Sense the protection here, knowing that others' judgments and expectations will gently bounce away from you, freeing you to embrace your truth within. This self-love now expands outward, allowing you to connect with others in a genuine and authentic way. And as you move through your life as the embodiment of self-love, you radiate quiet and gentle self-confidence, elevating those around you and drawing them to you. As you feel the divinity in your own self-love, you can feel the divinity in others and the divine purpose in all. Connect and feel at one with the light of your own self-love. just take a moment to immerse yourself in this energy of self-love. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you.
The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. And all is well.
Make sure it's my turn this time. Okay. Let us repeat our prosperity affirmation. Divine love flowing through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful. Now, in today's service, it has inspired you. We are just asking to share your blessings through the love offering. There's 3-4 ways to do this. The PayPal, the Zelle, checks are still good. Cash is still good. And for those in person, we have the basket up here. And we are going to ask when we start this next song, start from the back, come up here, and watch out for the camera and go through this way. And then go around and let's make our circle. And so it is.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
So
do
we're
it.
going to do something wonderful to start off with, and then we'll close with the peace song. So it's kind of back to the way we used to do things in some ways.
And
So-
if today isn't your day to give, we ask
Just
that you
bless
please
it.
bless the basket.
Just bless the basket.
Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my soul, I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go, no, it won't let go. All this love inside, we can let it shine. Something wonderful is happening to me right here, right now. I can feel it in my body, I can feel it in my soul, I can feel it in my heart, and it won't let go, no, it won't let go. All this love inside, we can let it shine. Something wonderful. So please join us in the blessing of the gifts. Through the Christ consciousness within us, we dedicate the gifts we give to bless our community and our world. So thank you for joining us today, whether you're here in person or online. Don't forget to join us afterwards at Namaste Cafe for our fellowship, and we will be having our potluck Sunday today. And tonight at 7 o'clock on Zoom. And you've got an extra hour to get ready if you weren't watching live or here in person. And now let us join together and sing our peace song to close up. Thank you, everybody, for helping run this so smoothly as well. Thank you. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, united all are we. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.